Hey fANNE-atics, it's Sasha Anne. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you are notified whenever I upload a new video. For today, we are going to be getting unready since Coachella is over, so let's get unready. Let's start with taking the lashes off. That feeling, I love it. It's so satisfying. Just rip them off. My tip for achieving a flawless foundation is first starting with skincare. You always want to start with priming, doing your lotion, making your skin smooth, and that will be good for a very smooth base to start off with foundation. Also a serum to lock in the moisture. But I do recommend the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. It's my favorite foundation. It's super lightweight and full coverage. I think it definitely depends on the eye look that you're doing because your face makeup could stay the same from day to night. From day, definitely a lightweight foundation, concealer, blush, highlight, and bronzer. But you might want to add a little bit more, make it a little bit more vibrant for the nighttime because, you know, you want to take photos at night. It's very vibrant with the flashes of the camera, so you want to be bold at night. A little less during the day. Maybe you want to skip the eyeliner, the winged liner for the day and do it at night. Make it a little bit more natural and simple for during the day. And then at night, you could do a smoked out eye look. And for the day, maybe just one shimmery shade on your eyes. I recommend when taking your makeup off, first of all, Neutrogena makeup remover. For the actual makeup, Charlotte Tilbury and Dior. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation and the Dior Skin Forever Corrector Concealer. Those are my two favorite face products. And to remove it all, again, this is by Neutrogena, the makeup remover wipes. And I learned years ago that a makeup wipe doesn't just remove all your makeup. It actually puts the makeup more into your skin. So don't just use a makeup wipe. Also use a cleanser to take your makeup off right after. And I use the Hylunia Face Cleanser, and this is for all skin types. And then a nice lotion after. I think that anyone could use any kind of lip shade for your skin tone. Like, try new things, but if you have more fair skin, I would say a nude or a mauve or a bright pink if you want to go bold at night. For darker skin tone, I would say the same, but maybe go a little bit more vibrant so it shows. Not blending down your neck, not setting your face, I could go on and on. Not blending down your neck, not setting your face with the powder, not blending enough with your bronzer, using the wrong brushes for the wrong products. Oh my goodness, I have so many more. I would just say watch YouTube videos, go on Pinterest, look at YouTubers that you like to watch, and they will show you how to apply everything properly and how to clean your brushes. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't be saying that because I don't even clean my own, so I really need to learn to do that myself. But there are so many things that people do wrong with their makeup, and I'm like, oh my God. So just watch YouTube videos. Use a serum primer. That is key before doing your foundation because it sets everything, and it sets everything even before you set it with a setting spray after. It just helps keep the makeup on all night. Make sure it says 24-hour on the primer, and the serum makes the moisture lock into your skin. But also a good foundation helps too. I need to learn how to not travel so heavy with my stuff. So in order to do that, I just buy double of everything and keep it in my parents' apartment in New York because that's where I travel mostly. But in my travel bag, I can't live without my lip gloss, lip liner, sunscreen, concealer, brow products, and mascara. Everything else I don't really need. It's in my parents' apartment in New York, so I could easily just not bring it in my travel bag. But if I'm going somewhere else, then I would definitely recommend using a travel size product so it doesn't make your makeup bag too heavy. I like to cleanse my skin as much as possible after removing all my makeup, but even then, there's definitely still some makeup in your pores, in your skin, even after removing everything. So once in a while, if I'm doing like a intense makeup look or if I don't take care of my skin for a long time, I like to apply a mask on my face, and there are so many masks that irritate my skin. They always have. So I would definitely look at the ingredients in the face mask, make sure that you know that it won't irritate my skin. And I definitely need to look for a new face mask because the ones that I have been using did make my skin red. It kind of gave me a rash, so I would definitely look into that. I think the right makeup look also depends on what you are wearing to the event. So let's say if it's a gala or a very fancy dinner, you would probably want to wear like cocktail attire. And I basically just base my makeup look off what I'm wearing. So if it's cocktail attire, I would do a very simple face makeup look, something natural, but then maybe go a little more elegant on the eyes. Not so smoky. I feel like that's more for a club look, but a light pink shade in the crease, a shimmery champagne shade on your lids, a tiny bit of winged eyeliner, not too much, and a little bit of mascara. That is perfect for a gala or a fancy dinner. So it really just depends on, I guess, the occasion of the event, and I go based off of what I'm wearing. I see so many people applying highlighter the wrong way, and it really annoys me, but I don't really want to say anything to offend them, so I'm like, you know what? I would say, you know, I love where you applied the highlighter, but possibly next time, maybe put it in these areas. That will make it look better. So apply it on the high points of your face, which are your cheekbones, tip of your nose. I'm like pointing where to. Bridge of my nose, chin, forehead, and if you want your eyes to seem bigger, a little more of a pop to it, make it more like you're looking more awake and not dead, put it in your inner corners and under your brow. For putting on mascara, you want to do that after you prime your eyes. So I know that a lot of people have issues with your mascara smudging and with it getting on your lids at the same time. So first apply a concealer, any kind of concealer or primer. Set that with powder so the concealer, first of all, doesn't move. And when you apply mascara, maybe curl your lashes too. Curl your lashes so the mascara sits perfectly and lifted on your lashes, and maybe also use a waterproof mascara because that will make the mascara last much longer and it won't get anywhere on your face. And some people even use like a lash primer. I mean, I don't, but a lot of people do. They like it because it also makes it last longer. Oh my God, look at this now. So gross. I don't think that there's a way to make your lipstick or lip gloss last all day. I mean, I know that some people use a primer on their lips and it does work, but I also see that a lot of people keep even like reapplying just the primer. I'm like, I don't think it will help to reapply the primer on top of your lipstick. I mean, it might, but I never see that work. If you want to make your lipstick last all day, maybe a matte liquid lipstick. But those annoy me. Those are not comfortable on my lips. So I don't really think that there's a way. I think you just have to keep applying during the day unless you do that. Mascara, lip gloss, and brow product. Well, I mean, those are essential for me because I, as you could see, don't have brows on anymore. I don't have anything. Well, I mean, no, I do have something, but oh my God, ew, I look terrible. So for different skin tones, I think that a very light pink for fair skin would be so pretty and is so pretty. For darker skin tones, I would say maybe more of a purple or a darker blush would work. But there's also something that's really cool that you can now do. You can now go onto websites and they sometimes have this. They could color match your skin tone just by taking a photo of your face and just uploading it to the site. I think Sephora has that. A bunch of sites have that. It's called, I think, AI makeup enhancement, and it just shows you right away. Like, you don't even have to go into stores and color match, and you don't even have to guess. It's so easy and it's so cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Unready With Me Q&A. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know if I answered any of your questions. And if I didn't, then comment down below so I could do another Q&A, and I would be very happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on all my social media, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!